What's going on, everybody? Today we are in Northeast Indiana on Oliver Lake and we're going after some trout. Let's see how clear this lake is. Normally it's pretty clean this time of year. Yeah, it's cleaning up a little more the farther we get out here. Today I think we're just gonna go straight over to Olin Lake. I came over into Olin just because there's gonna be a little bit calmer wind. It's completely surrounded by woods. Actually, for those who don't know, this is Indiana's largest undeveloped lake. So it's pretty neat. It's peaceful back here. Almost every time I see a bald eagle or two. The south end of the lake has some hiking trails around it, and it's a cool area. I normally see a bunch of turkey. It's just kind of a neat little wildlife area back here. Fish on. That was quick. Turn that clicker off for you. Yeah, it's still on. Give that a little flick. I'm just gonna flick this guy up in the boat. There we go. Whew, came off. That was quick action. I'm just getting set up here. Already got a fish on. Didn't even get 2 lines in the water yet. Oh yeah. Take a look at this guy. I'll show you. There we go. Rainbow trout. All right, let's try to get 2 pulls in the water here. See, I got that rod down, 70 total. This one I'll set back. I'll go 85 and see what happens there. See if we can get a pattern on these fish or not. Turn that clicker on. And now we're trolling. As I mentioned, here in turkeys, I just heard them gobbling over there. Today is April 25th, 2026, and it just so happens to be the Indiana Trout opener. However, on these inland lakes, it is open all season. All year round, you can come out here, chase the trout, and it's always a lot of fun. That's a fish. Ooh, good hit. Oh yeah, saw him jumping back there. Oh yeah, he's on. Try to flip my little rigger. Yep, he's still on. We'll put this guy in the net. There we go. Ah, it's fun. And he popped right off. That's why we use the net. Here's a look, another rainbow. These are fun fish to chase. Throw them in the cooler. That one was again on the 70-foot back, so I might raise this one up a little. Pull this one into 70 foot since that keeps getting hit. Key here is just trying to find a pattern. Anything of either color, depth. And here I am just kind of in the middle at 65 foot of water and probably down, I'm guessing within the top feet. I'll try to find it on the live scope and I'll tell you how down I am. I'm guessing about 10 foot down. We're trolling here going, right around 2 to 2.5. These trout, they're aggressive. They like a little faster speed, it seems. And we're hit. Yep, we're hit. Tighten. Oh yeah. There he is flying back there. Try to get him here on the net. This is a little bigger one here. There we go. That's a nice trout there. Another good rainbow. And he popped right off again. Here we go. Another stalker rainbow. Guys, I've been fishing, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, if that, and we have 3 fish in the box. We got 2 left till we get a limit. We're hooked up again. Yep. Oh yeah, I feel them fighting. Oh, he's still on. He's just swimming with us all the way in. There we go. That is number 4. There's number 4. There we are at 70. Clicker on. Loosen that drag. And we're back to trolling. Let's see if I can get this one in the water before we get our limit here. And there we go. Oh, he's screaming. There he is, jumping. Didn't even get the second line in again. We are hooked up. Oh, these fish are on fire today. There in the net, and he's off. That is number 5 in the box. And I'm already done for the day. I've been here, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And that's it. I'm back in the garage and I want to show you exactly what I was using. The lure I was using was a Joe's Fly Super Striker. And then tied onto that was probably a 2-foot, 8-pound fluoro leader. And then I have 2 swivels, and in between is a Lake Clear wobbler. Attached to that is probably 3 foot of fluoro leader with another swivel, and then a bead. And today I was finding these trout were probably in the top 10 foot of the water column, and I was dropping my lures down probably 7 foot, maybe 5 foot, and I was using a Ready Rig instant downrigger, and I was using a 1 ounce weight, and I can clip on different ounce weights just to get it down deeper or shallower, and depending on how far a line I let out. What I was doing was letting my line out 20 foot, and then I would take this Ready Rig downrigger and I would clamp it on my line, rubber stops facing the lure. I would clip it on the edge, just barely on the edge, and then that will hold it in place. And then I was letting out 50 more feet, so I was having 70 total feet of line out. Again, probably getting me down into that 5 to 7 foot range. And then when a trout would bite that, it would snap that off, and this Ready Rig would run down my line to my bead and stop, and I could reel this in hands-free. This is the other Lake Clear wobbler I was using. It was a blue and white. I believe it's actually glow in the dark. And today that was the one that was, I believe it got 4 of my 5 trout. The other was a gold and red, and I've had a lot of success with that. I found these last year, gave them a try, and I've had my limit actually every time I've used them. In the past, I was having a problem with not getting the best hookups on these trout. I noticed they seem to love to nibble, and what I started trying to do was take a little piece of worm, even a 1/4 inch piece of worm, and I would put that on. And I think what that does is give these trout something to smell and get a little more aggressive too. And when I started using that worm, I was getting a lot more hookups, almost every hookup. They seemed to just bite a little bit harder, and I could get those fish in.